Just wait. We're on the time. Is 8 as we expected, but I'm just waiting for 2 minutes so that in between I do not have to come and accept everybody. I'm just waiting. 2 more minutes to go. One more minute, we'll start.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Just wait for a minute. We'll start. Do you all able to see my screen?
Yes, Vishal.
Yes,
Just wait for 2 minutes because I do not want in between I have to come and start every time. Accept people to just wait.
देख यहाँ पे भी यही बना हुआ है लेकिन इसको पेड़ बोलते हैं यहाँ पे भी वही बना हुआ है लेकिन उसको वृक्ष बोलते हैं दो नाम है पेड़ के वृक्ष और पेड़
Okay, so 30 more seconds and we will start. Someone of you told me that we not received the email. I tried to send email to everyone, but still if anybody missed, right, you all can send your email ID into the group, right? After the session, when I send the notes by today evening, I will include all of you, the people who missed. Okay, so don't have to worry about it. We'll start in just 30 seconds. And if anyone missed, I will add everybody into the same group. Notes. Okay. So we are going to start today. Let's start in next 10 seconds more. This should be our first session. There's nothing like demo. We are starting the session without wasting any time. Okay, let's start. So I'm talking to everyone. So my name is Vishal. I hope most of you know about me by joining my WhatsApp groups or by joining my Facebook groups or maybe from my LinkedIn. So I have around more than 2 decades of experience in IT, which I already explained in my demo sessions, and you all know that what we are going to learn, what we are going to make this session, and how this session will be going on. Still, I'm just revising in next 1 minute. This session is all totally based on how to crack database technical interviews. We are focusing that what you need to learn. Most of the time, the problem is the people know that, okay, I have to learn this, I have to learn this topic, but they don't know how to learn and what is more important and which is needed and which type of questions will come into the interview and how to answer. Because see, what to answer, I always mention each of my class, even in my WhatsApp group as well. What to answer, it is written on Google. If you ask a question from the Google, Google give you the answer, right? Or ChatGPT will give you the answer. But how to answer, that actually matters for your selection, right? We are discussing from each topic. We are starting from each and every topic for all permutation and combination of questions that can be possibly asked from a topic. When I finish that topic, It means that I'm saying not a single question left. It means not a single question left, but still, if you think something comes in your mind, you all can ping me anytime. I'm available for one-to-one discussion. If anyone any confusion, maybe sometime if I'm busy, so I can tell you, okay, let's discuss tomorrow or maybe something like that. But I will be available for sure. So that is how we are going to start our session. I'm starting today. I'm considering that you don't know anything. That is how I'm going to consider. Sometimes the people think that if I discuss about the concept of what is table, what is primary keys, and what is constant, that I'm wasting the time. You are not. More than 30% of the question in interview is all based on the basic concept. Does not matter experience level. In my class, we have 1 year to 20-year experience people, even more than 20, 24, 25-year experience people also join the class. And each interview, your base concept matters. 30% of the interview question is totally depend upon your basic concepts, and also not only basic concepts, and all scenario based question is definitely come from the basic concepts. So we are going to discuss all scenario based question. Like people get confused, like some question asks that what is the difference between candidate key, primary key, surrogate key, foreign keys, unique key, alternate key. So you are not able to give answer. It happens with multiple people. It's true. If I ask you the question, having 8-year, 10-year experience, and ask the question in the interview, okay, tell me that how you decide that which column can go to candidate key, which column can go to surrogate, which column can go to primary key. People not able to answer. Definition they know, because definition we learned in the college. Definition they know what is primary key, what is unique key, what is a foreign key. But the question comes, okay, tell me how to distinguish, or how do you advise, what is the difference between all these? So these basic things we learn. We learn about why needed constant. We learn about why need set operator. We learn why need tables. We learn which type of table. We learn why database is. First 7 lectures. One more thing. My first 7 lectures, my speed is fast. Okay, maybe how the speed I'm delivering, the speed is faster in the first 7 lectures, because we are learning on the more basic concept and theoretical parts. Then we start learning query writing from starting from the joins, and then my speed becomes slow when we learn join, because joins means the starting of writing SQL query, how to write SQL. So when we start that particular phase, my speed will be very low, right? So you all will know that it's good to handle. But yes, if anything problem happen anytime, you all can raise your hands. After the first 3-4 sessions, I will create a separate group for B21, B28, and a separate WhatsApp group will be created, and you can ask any question into the group. One-to-one, you can call me, ping me, message me, whatever. Okay, so we are going to start our session on B28. What exactly tables are? What exactly we are going to learn? We are going to learn database. Okay, first of all, most of the people trying to download the database on the machine, and they think that, Vishal, which type of laptop I have so that I'm able to download Oracle or Microsoft SQL Server or PostgreSQL or MySQL in database. First of all, you do not have to download anything. The reason, we are not here learning something that we are going for an examination. We are learning so that we can implement into the project and we can earn. That's why we are learning. Very simple. The whole motto of this whole class is so that you can get selected somewhere, you are able to perform in your project, and you are able to earn from your job. And wherever you go, you definitely get a laptop or a computer where they install database already. So you don't have to waste your time for installation. For practice, you all should go. Everybody can see is here. I will send each and every step into the notes. But let me tell you here. Everybody able to see my screen? Can you please anybody say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Vishal.
So you all have to
Yes,
go and
Vishal, we
open
are
here
able to see you.
Yes, Vishal.
Yes,
Live
your
SQL.
screen is visible.
livesql.oracle.com. This website everybody has to open, right? This page will become. After that, we have to click here on sign in. I will send all step into the notes, but see what I'm trying to say. There is no need to download. You don't have to waste your time. And don't think that I don't have this laptop, I don't have very smart laptop, how can I do the coding? You do not need it. Just go it here, livesql.oracle.com, click on sign in option, the right hand side, right? I have my account created. If you do not have, click here on the create account button. Once you click on create account button, the one page is coming here. Email address is your valid email address. Suppose my email address I'm mentioning here. My valid email address is coming. That is the problem. Let's see, people are coming in between. I have to join. So always try to join on time. When we started our B28 formal batches after 3 sessions, so please be on time. Okay. See this. Make your email ID, valid email ID, then write your password, anything, whatever you want. Your password should be here. Okay. Country, first name, last name is your name. Job title, you can write any job title. That is your job title is okay. Work phone number, see this tick. It means it's okay. Your job title should be okay. Then company name, anything. That is okay. Your company name is tick. Company name is okay. I'm trying to say here, you go to this page, livesql.oracle.com, click on sign in button, create an account. It's just a one page button. On one page, you can click on create account. Once you create an account, they will send you a confirmation on your email ID. Same like just like you creating your Gmail account or Instagram account or Facebook account, exactly same. An account will be created. After account created, you are able to log in here like this. Let me open here. Going to window. livesql.oracle.com. Sometimes, if it's giving any problem, you can open a new encounter window. That's okay. Let's log in. Done. This is based on LiveSQL working on Oracle Database 19c. On the latest version, it's working. You do not have to download anything. You do not have to waste your time to understand which laptop I have, which software I needed. You are able to work on here itself. You are able to run it here. The benefit of this, you do not have to download any software. The first benefit, and second, it already contains some tables, some data where you can go and practice. So you do not have to worry about it for your practice thing. Everything will be here. I think that should be clear. And I sent email to everybody, so don't worry about it. What are the URL, how to create your account, how to go, everything will be written to the notes. You don't have to worry about it. Second question I want to clear here, everyone. People think that, Vishal, why Oracle? Why not Microsoft? Or why not I can go for MySQL? Why not PostgreSQL? Understand it here. You are going for a job, right? And once you are going for a job, just 1 second, snip into. We are talking about the concept of RDBMS. RDBMS. That is Relational Database Management System. This is what we are going to learn. This is exactly same with respect to Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, PostgreSQL, Teradata, Informix, Sybase, MariaDB, DB2. All databases are same. Each and every database is same. They all behave. RDBMS concept is same everywhere. The way of writing query exactly same. Few things here and there that actually doesn't matter at the time of your interview. Interviewer will never reject you because you know Oracle and you don't practice my MS SQL Server, or you know MS SQL Server, this interview based on Oracle. It never happened. Whole interview is based on your concept, and the question interviewer will ask you the question with the concept. 7 to 8 lectures related to the theoretical concept we are starting, then we go for the coding. And theoretical concept is exactly same each and every place. Just a small thing here and there differ that I will let you know to everyone. Till here, anybody, any confusion on installation, on starting, anyone, so that we can start?
No, Vishal.
Okay, all good.
No, Vishal.
Okay, thank you. So we are starting the concept of database. So first of all, in my laptop, I have SQL Developer installed as well, Oracle SQL Developer. If you want, you can install. Please mute. Who is not speaking, please mute. Okay. So whenever you have any question, you can raise your hands. I will definitely give a chance to ask a question. Okay. Okay. In my laptop, I installed SQL Developer. I send this link as well. If you want, you can install. If you do not want, you don't have to. Right? You can directly, so we can practice most of our question here on the live SQL so that it's easy and available for everybody. Once we're talking about database, what exactly we are going to learn? We are going to learn about data. This is what we are going to learn. What is data? Data can be anything. Data can be anything. Once you go interact with any software, for example, suppose I go here, See, in front of you, I'm opening my LinkedIn account. See here, I'm opening LinkedIn. I go to LinkedIn. Suppose somebody's posted something, right? I click on like. That is a data that Vishal Jaiswal open and put like here. I put a comment. Suppose very helpful for example comment. So that is what a data is input into the system against this user, that this user Vishal Jaiswal try to make input like very helpful, something goes inside. So that is data can be anything. You go a software, open a software, enter your entry, whatever you can see is all about data is just like we are storing. Consider an example. We are storing clothes in our house. Suppose you have cupboard or almirah in your house and you are storing your clothes there. The same way we are storing data. For example, suppose this is your house. You have one cupboard for yourself, or almirah or cupboard, whatever you can say, for yourself. One cupboard you have for your spouse, your husband or wife. You have one almirah or cupboard for your wife or your spouse. You have one more cupboard for your kids, something like that. You store your clothes, your wife or husband store your clothes, your kids store your clothes. Same different type of almirah or cupboard in your house. In the same way, different types of tables in the database. What are tables? Table that store the data. Tables that are store the data. Table are basically what? Still people are joining, right? Tables are basically what? Tables are the basically fundamental storage structure. Remember that line? Nobody will ask you this definition, but I'm telling you to your understanding purpose. Tables are basically the fundamental storage structure into the Oracle database or MySQL database or Microsoft SQL Server database, any database. Tables are the fundamental storage structure that store the data, organize the data into row and column, just like a spreadsheet or Excel sheet. If you see this Excel sheet, same like Excel sheet, they store the data. For example, if you see here, this example, this is a table that stores the data. Table contains this, that is called columns, and table contains this, that is called rows or tuples. Anything you can say. That can be called rows, that can be called tuples, and that can be called columns. Tables are stored into table space. Tables are stored into the table space, and table space is what? Table space is again a logical unit to store the database, to store the tables. That's it. You don't have to work more about it, learn more about it. Once we go to the table, there are mainly 4 types of table. Just like in our house, if you go, we have one dining table like this. We have a breakfast table like this. We have a side table beside our bed like this, right? Maybe we have a we have a study table like this. We have a different tables in our house. In the same way, we have a different type of tables into the database. The main 4 types of tables we are learning. First, heap organized table. Second, organized index organized table. Third, external table. And fourth, temporary table. The first interview question, difference between heap organized table and index organized table. Let me repeat it again, everyone. There are 4 types of table into the database. Number 1 is called heap organized. Number 2 is called index organized. Number 3 is called external tables. And number 4 is called temporary tables. Forget about my spelling mistake. Okay. These 4 types of tables into the database. Interview question, first question is difference between heap organized and index organized. Whenever we are discussing any topic, right, we will discuss each and every possible interview question that can become with the detailed analysis and how to answer. Index organized, heap organized. What is heap organized? What is index organized? Take an example. Suppose, see everyone. Suppose this is my house, okay, and I have a dining table here. Dining table is supposed to eat food, correct? But suppose I came from outside, okay? This is what is happening. People are joining between, okay. Suppose I came from outside and I put my car keys here. I put my car keys here on the same dining table, right? And it's okay. I go upstairs. Maybe after some time, my wife came from somewhere and she put her purse or wallet here on the same dining table. My kids came from the school, they put their school bag also on the dining table, right? They're reading some books, they put their books also to the dining table. Means one table, I put things here and there randomly. Reason is, it is very easy for us. When I come inside my home, I found there is a table, dining table, or whatever. I found a table which is free, and whatever I want, I can put it here. Somebody gave something, I put that stuff also here. I go upstairs, I take a towel, I put my towel here. Whatever I want, I just dump here onto this particular dining table. That is what is happening. Yeah, Prabha, sorry, you raise your hands. Prabha, you raise your hands. Okay.
Vishal, your voice is not audible.
Not audible. Anybody else having the same problem?
No, Vishal, we are
No,
fine.
Vishal.
No, Vishal, we can hear you.
You can do one thing. You can disconnect and connect it again.
No.
You can disconnect and connect again. Okay. So see, like we are putting multiple things in one place at a dining table. It means randomly put the place things. But negative part is what? Suppose I want to search something. I come to my house and I go outside and I want to search. Where are my car keys? So on my dining table, there are hundreds of stuff on my dining table. So it is very tough for me to, I can put where inside the book or with the school bag or the wallet. Where are my car keys? I'm trying to search. I'm trying to search the car keys different here and here and here. So putting the stuff on this particular table is very easy. I just came from outside, just throw my stuff onto my dining table and go upstairs. Putting the things on this table is very easy, but searching the things from this particular table is tough because I have to go and find out. This is called heap organized table. By default, all tables into the database is a heap organized table. Whenever we insert a data, whenever I try to insert a data, it always insert a new rows. Whenever I got a new data, it always insert a new row every time. It always insert a new row every time. That is called heap organized table. By default, each table are heap organized. Index organized table, whenever we create index organized table, data is arranged in a particular way. Like for example, this is my dining table. Suppose I want to put stuff here. I thought, I decided in this area only like key and wallet will become. On this area, I put only books, or for example, a school bag. On this area, if suppose somebody can give something, I can put it here. This area always empty. Something I decided. So what is the benefit is what? Searching the things from this particular area is easy, but putting the things is tough. Before putting the things, I have to take care. Is it a book? Okay, so I have to put it here. If it's a key, I have to put it here. If something stuff somebody else can give it, I can put it here. Inserting the things are tough, but selecting the things are easy. That is called index organized table. Benefit is what about index organized table is? Database are organize the data. Accessing the data via the primary key is very easy, very quicker when we try to ensure that my table connected via IoT. That is called IoT or index organized table. Index organized table is called as a IoT, and heap organized table is by default, each table is heap organized table. There is no guarantee that data will be inserted into the table by using heap organized or index organized. Let's see this here. I will show you the example. Siddharth, you raise your hand. Siddhant.
Sir, can you please explain the heap again, please?
I'm giving an example. With example, I'm explaining. Okay. For example, suppose let's create a table here. Let me create a table here. I'm getting create table. Suppose I'm getting test table. Okay. I'm writing here ID number. I'm getting a table. I will let you know how to create table. Everything I will discuss about it. Don't worry. This topic is mainly basis what is this number, why I write number, everything I will discuss. This topic is based on index organized, heap organized. So just focus on this. I table created. I want to insert data. That also I will let you know how to insert data. Everything I will take a session, but here I'm just discussing how the heap and index organizes. Insert into test values. Suppose I'm inserting 1. I'm inserting suppose 3. I'm inserting suppose 2. I'm inserting suppose 5. And first I'm inserting 3, then 1, 3, 2, 5. Data insert into the rows inserted. I'm writing here select star from test. When I write here select, I will let you know all these commands, so don't worry about it. Just focus that what is the difference between index organized and heap organized, how they are behaving differently. Just focus on that part. Select star from test. I have the data. This is how we data inserted 1, then 3, then 2, then 5. Got it, everyone? This is my table we created. This is heap organized. By default, each table says heap organized. As it is we data inserted, every time a data inserted, it creates a new row into the table. Let's go to index organized. For creating index organized, there is a rule. First rule is what? So we can table test 1. Table must contain a primary key. That is a rule. What is primary key? I will discuss in very detail. I'm writing here primary key. Table must contains primary key. What is primary key? That all I will discuss. And here in the last, we have to write organization index. Organization index. Let me create this table. Test 1 table. My table created. Let me try to insert the data. Same. Test 1, test 1, test 1, test 1. I'm inserting the same way. Data inserted. Select star from test 1. Oh, come on. See this here. Understand the difference between heap organized and index organized. Because it is heap organized table, as sequence you randomly put the data, every data go randomly into the table. But index organized table, they sort the data in an index organized way. 1, then 2, then 3, then 5. Data is organized in case of index organized. Index organized table are called as a IOT, means index organized table. It also index organized table is called as a IOT. Interviewers sometimes ask you what is IOT. IOT means index organized table. Once we create index organized table, it means there is a guarantee the table must contain a primary key and the data is already stored into organized way, sorted way. Here you can see that I inserted 1, 3, 2, 5 randomly, but data is stored as a 1, 2, 3, 5. If I go it here, ID column as a normal column, I'm not getting primary key. Databases go 1, 3, 2, 5. It's showing the data 1, 3, 2, 5. For organization index, we must have to create a primary key. It is must return organization index. That is the difference between organization index table and heap organized table. Yes, Naveen, ask your question. You raise hands. Naveen, you raise hands. Ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, Naveen, ask your question.
Yeah, can you show me the dashboard of your
Sorry,
dashboard?
this one you want to see?
No, your page where you're writing something.
Oh,
Scroll page. Yeah, here you write organization index. If I don't write here organization index, what will happen?
it is again heap organized table. It is not index organized. Suppose, for example, I'm writing it. Understand the difference. I'm just telling you the difference between both organized and heap index. First, let me go one by one. I will take this question. Anybody else have a question in the heap organized index organized? Ishwar, you have a question?
Is this syntax for Oracle or SQL?
This
Hi
syntax?
Vishal, good evening.
This
One by
organized
one.
index.
Wait. Who raised the hand? Just ask the question like this, one by one. Okay.
Hi Vishal,
So I'm going-
good evening.
Yes, Ishwar, tell me.
So for indexed organization table, we have inserted number data type columns like 1, 2, 3, 5. Like for example, if it is character data types like
It again store the data as per ABCD data because it's order the data. When we discuss
Okay,
about
okay.
order by clause, we haven't discussed about order by. See, maybe you have idea about order by, but I am considering you don't know order by. You don't know database. From there I am starting. So when I discuss about
Okay.
order by, how order by behave, how group by behave, how things are coming. You will get each and everything clear. The first 7 lectures is all about the concept. When the 7 lecture done, I will take a session of 1 hour to make a clear concept, because your 30% questions will be coming only from the joining first 7 lectures in each and every interview. Right? So I'm just telling about one important question which is coming into the interview from the table topic, the difference between heap organized and index organized. Tariq, if any question?
Hello, yes, Vishal.
Yes, Tariq, tell me.
Yeah, if I have multiple columns and if I did not create primary key, then also the organized index will
No,
work.
it will not. It will not.
Okay.
Let me show you here. I will try to create again and let me show you here. For example, suppose I'm creating here, create table. I'm trying to create, suppose create table, any table. Suppose I can take 1, 2, 3. If you create table, what I can say, let's go back here. Here I'm showing, right? I try to practice here. Suppose, for example, I'm getting table test table, right? A normal table. If I do not write here organization index, it means it is a heap organized. How do you identify? There is 2 things how to identify IoT. Interview question is how to identify this table is an index organized table. So there are 2 methods of identification. Number 1, the table must contains in structure organization index must be written here. And the second option, we can go to user underscore tables that I will show you in few minutes. First, let's see here, as you see, if I don't write primary key, this is my normal table. I'm writing one number. I'm writing it here. ID number, insert the data any random format. The concept of heap organized table is what? The concept of heap organized table is that by default, all tables are heap organized. Means whenever they are getting a new row, it will not wasted the time to find out where to store the data. That it means insertion of the data is very fast. Because whenever the data comes, every data comes with a new row. That is the concept with heap organized table. You got the data, insert the data into the table. As soon as it find the data, it insert the data. Index organized table means what? The table, the data will go on a correct place. Insert may too costly. Means inserting the data may took time. That if I insert 3, where it should go? It will go after 2. If I insert 2, it should go before 3. Insertion can take time for the database perspective, but selection is very easy because database know where this data is, where exactly the data is stored. So that is the concept of index organized and heap organized. Heap organized, why we use index organized table? Because it is faster. There is no chances of data duplication and my data is faster. If you do not write a primary key here, that is the first, you can say, rule of creating organization index. And I try to create organization index table, right? It will not create. No primary key constant found. If you do not write a primary key, you cannot create an organization index table. So that is the one more rule of organization index, that it must specify a primary key onto the table, and it is must return organization index also at the time of table creation. Do not have to note down anything. Anybody, please do not note down anything. Everything I will send into the notes. Whatever I'm discussing, I will take a screenshot from here. Whatever we are discussing, everything go and store here. One more benefit of Live SQL. Go to my schema, sorry, previous session. Every view session, 15 hours before 70, whatever I did the query, all query is stored here. Whatever I'm discussing right now, everything is here. So I will take a screenshot from here and send it to everyone. So you do not have to worry about it, right? So don't waste time to note down anything. Just focus into the class. Everything will be written here. Okay, so I'm talking about the concept of heap organized and index organized. Index organized table is the benefit is that the data will be stored into the organized way and helpful for us to search the data faster. Interview question is advantage and disadvantage. Advantage of using index organized is it keep the data sorted according to the primary key column. An index organized table is store the data for the entire table was sorted into the index. Main purpose, it enforce uniqueness because I write primary key. So the main purpose is what? There definitely data is already sorted and no duplicate data. And data is sorted already. Disadvantage means what? we must need a primary key to identify unique data, and selection or inserting the data will be costly. Whenever we insert a data, if you go here, right, select star from user underscore tables. User underscore tables is a data dictionary. Just like in Microsoft SQL Server, we have information underscore schema dot table. Oracle, we have user underscore tables. Every database has something, a data dictionary. Whenever you try to do something, it go and store the data there. In user underscore tables, there is a column called IoT type. Let me show you here. There is a column called IoT type. IoT type. If this IoT type value is IoT, it means this particular table is an index organized table. Test one. How do I identify table is index organized table? Either I can see the table structure, it is mentioned organization index, or if I go to user underscore tables, I can see this table must contains IoT here. That is called index organized table. 4 tables I talk about: heap organized, index organized, external table, and temporary table. Temporary table I will take in the last session of my class. When I'm discussing about the last session, maybe the last session of the whole batch, then at that time I will take the concept of external table, global temporary table, and private temporary table at that time. Okay. And index, yes, Sheikh Rabani, ask your question.
Thank you, Vishwal. You are implementing this SQL section in Oracle, right, for index. How did we implement the indexes in create that indexes tables in SQL Server, MS SQL?
See, every day I'm at time when go to the concept, right? The concept of IoT, right? Index
Yes.
organized table, right? Your question is basically how to get index table in MS SQL Server, right? Correct? This is your question.
Yes, correct.
Let's see.
How did we create
MS
index
SQL
table?
Server, MS SQL Server and IoT is basically a B tree structure. When I discuss about B tree indexing, when we go to the index class, right, I discuss about B tree index structure. That is basically what? That is basically concept of IoT when we talk about indexing. Once you create a primary key in your Microsoft SQL Server, you can say that if you know about, there is a cluster index created by default, and the data will be sorted by default. It is correct. Agree?
Yes, but
Right.
I'm not
So
aware
that
of.
right. Okay. If you know, if you don't know about index, then it's okay. When you discuss about index, I let you know. When you create an index into that Microsoft SQL Server, it create a cluster index on the primary key, and data will be sorted. So Microsoft SQL Server serve the purpose in that way. In Oracle,
Okay,
if you
yeah,
create a
understood.
primary key, there is no guarantee the data will be by default stored into the same stored proper way. There is no guarantee until and unless we haven't used order by. That all I will discuss in the class. We haven't discussed order by yet, so I don't want to go to that topic. If you want to arrange the data, we must need order by. For example, suppose here I go and writing at amazon.com, right, and I go and try to search it here, for example, laptop. If I write laptop here, it will give me all the laptops amazon.com is selling. Suppose, for example, I'm here in Virginia. I can see this laptop as a first laptop, Amazon Fire Max 11 tablet. This is second laptop. This is third laptop. This is fourth laptop, fifth laptop. This is the way it is displaying to me. Suppose somebody from India, somebody from London, somebody from maybe in US, some other place, maybe Texas, somewhere else, they try to open Amazon and try to search laptop. Some different format is coming. There is no guarantee that this laptop is come as a first laptop on their screen until unless I go in here sort by, for example, price high to low. If you select this sort price by high to low, then only everybody can see this laptop as a first laptop. So until unless you haven't specified order by, there is no guarantee that data will be coming in a particular way. It may be possible you are saying select star from employee, you can see some other row as a first row, some other person can see some other row as a first row. So there is no guarantee until and unless the table is not index organized or you are not writing order by. So we'll discuss about order by later when the class will come, maybe 5th or 6th lecture. If we discuss about the concept of index organized at the time of table creation, if I want to fulfill this thing, we can go with index organized. Let me repeat it once, what needed for you, what we discussed in the last few minutes. We discussed about the concept of tables. Tables are the basic fundamental structure to store the data into the database. Tables are multiple types. heap organize, index organize, external table, and temporary table. Heap organize are the first interview question in your interview. Difference between heap organize and index organize. Very important question on all experience level. Heap organized tables are by default, when we create a table, that table will be heap organized. It means whenever a data is coming, it will just go and store the data as it is in new row, will insert into the table. By default, it is heap organized. Benefit is what? Insertion of data is very easy. We could actually go and insert without checking anything. But selection is tough. Database has to go and find out. As I give an example, suppose I have a dining table. Put everything randomly on the dining table. So I have hundreds of things on the dining table. So if I have to search something, I have to search here and there, here and there, here and there, where it is. It will take time. Index organize. Sorry, heap organize. But if I create heap organize, data organized, this is table. If you want to put your keys, put on the left hand side. Right hand side we fix for food or something like that. Or maybe only I have another table. Here you can put your keys. Here you can put your stuff. Different table we created. That concept is called index organized table. In index organized table, there is a guarantee that data is already sorted into the index organized table, and you must need primary key. Interview question: if you do not write a primary key, can we get index organized table? You cannot create index organized table. That is a prerequisite, is that the table must contains primary key. So from the last few minutes, we only discussed one question: difference between heap organized and index organized. Till here, okay? Baba, ask a question. You raise your hands.
Vishal, this clustered index or organized index are same?
No. No, cluster index is index. We haven't discussed about it.
Okay.
We haven't discussed about it. Index will come. See, we go with the start. Table, then discuss DDL, DML, primary key, constant, order by, union, SQL query, function, procedure, triggers. Performance tunings when come, then index will come. Index topic will discuss at least after 2 months. So you have 2 months for index topic, right? So if you have any question for anything, you're going interview or something, have any question, you can ping me one-to-one. But I randomly, one more mistake what people are doing for preparing interview, they start learning topic randomly. Today cursor, tomorrow procedure, then next day function, then next day performance tuning, then next day writing SQL queries. That will not work. Start from scratch. Go one by one each topic. Make a topic today, this, then this, then this, then this. Random, if you go topic here and there, it will not helpful. So go topic one by one, you definitely know this.
And Vishal, these questions will be asked in data engineering interview also, no?
Everywhere, you need database. You need database. These type of question, what asking, not asking, you can ask me after the class, right? Or in the demo session, you can ask it. Today we are running our first session, right, Sumit? Okay, but anyway, you can ask me this question one-to-one. That don't worry about it. Yes, Sariq Sheikh, you have any question?
Yeah, I have already one table. By default, this table is heap index. Okay.
Heap
But
organized.
I want to convert this table in. Can I convert this table into organized index?
Yes.
How?
You first of all, you have to create a structure.
No, I have already
one.
स्ट्रक्चर मैंने ऑलरेडी बना रखा उसका, वो ऑलरेडी डेटा भी है उसमें, बट कैन उसको फिर
by default that table is heap organized, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you can convert a heap organized table in an index organized table, but you cannot directly. You cannot do it. For creating this, first you have to create a structure of the table, separate create table, table name, right? And then you can transfer the data.
Okay.
Right. That is how first create a table structure, create table name, and you can create a primary key, organize an index. Then you can insert the data from your heap organized to index organized. You cannot alter the table if this is your question.
Okay. Yeah.
You cannot alter the table. Okay. Arvind,
Vishal.
Just one by one, please. Arvind, do you have any question? The people raise hands. Arvind, you have any question?
Yes, Vishal, I have. I just want to know what is the difference between the heap table and cluster table, and how can you identify if the table is heap table?
Every table is by default heap organized table. If you go here user underscore tables, there is a column called IoT type. If this column is null, Value is null. User underscore table is a data dictionary. Whenever you install your database, either Microsoft SQL Server or Oracle or MySQL or PostgreSQL or Informix, DB2s, Teradata, any database you install, every database comes with a data dictionaries that store your information, whatever you are doing. So user underscore tables is a data dictionary, comes with the database. Whenever you create any table, the information go here. So I created two tables, test and test1. My test table is a which table? Normal table, heap organized. So there is a column called IoT type. That column is identify this is heap organized or not. If this column is null, it means not heap organized. If this column is IoT, it means it is index organized.
Okay.
Okay, and that all I will give into the notes. I will take this screenshot and send into the notes. You don't have to worry about it. My notes are very much enough to understand and crack the interviews. You don't have to worry about it. Okay.
Thank you.
Aishwarya, if there is more than one primary key, Aishwarya, there cannot be more than one primary key. I will discuss the primary key topic. There is only one primary key into the table. So don't worry about it. Primary key, hopefully we can discuss tomorrow, not today. Vaibhav, have any question on this?
Yes, Vishal. Actually, I wanted to ask that if we have a database and which is a heap organized table in that, can we convert it into the
same question he asked? I think you haven't listened. Same question he asked, that heap organized table is a by default table. You cannot alter the table. For that, you have to create a separate empty table as index organized, and then insert the data insert into this table, select from old table. Then the table become your index organized.
Is there any possibility that heap organized can contain the primary keys?
Why not? Yes. Okay. Just it is not mentioned index organized. As I tell you, without, why I give this example of Amazon.com. Until and unless you don't write order by, there is no guarantee. Suppose I'm writing create table. Say this here. Let me go back here again. Oh, I took no here. Suppose I go back here. Let's see everyone. I'm getting one more table, test2. Okay. I'm writing here ID number primary key. I created the data into the test2 table. Table created. I'm inserting the data 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 5. Primary key I haven't discussed about it. So people who don't know primary key, don't worry about it. I will take a fantastic lecture of 2 hours on primary key, foreign key, surrogate key, alternate key, unique key, all called. Don't worry about it. Select star from test2. See it here. This table we created it here, right? By using primary key, we can create heap organized table, but there is no guarantee. There is no guarantee that we can see the data in an organized way. Here you can see that maybe less record, but there is no guarantee that if you create a primary key, at least in Oracle, in Microsoft SQL Server, it works. If you write a primary key, the data must be get into the sorted way. But in case of Oracle, there is no guarantee that if we create a primary key, then the data will come in a sorted way. There is no guarantee. We have to write here order by ID. If I write order by ID, then only there is a guarantee the data will come in a proper same way structure. We discuss about order by, I let you know at that time. We haven't discussed order by yet, but understand it here. Yes, you can create a heap organized table without writing primary key as well. In case of Microsoft SQL Server, it works with a cluster index concept and the data will be sorted already. But in case of Oracle, there is no guarantee for it.
Okay.
Got it? I will take this session, take this point when I discuss about indexing.
Yes,
you don't
thank you.
About it. Yes, Praveen, ask your question. You raise hands.
No, I got it.
Okay. So let's go back. After that, the next thing what you need to learn is, we know about which type of SQL statements we are learning. Okay. Yes, Smita, ask your question. You raise hands. Okay. Let's go back to what type of statement we're learning about SQL. What exactly SQL is? Understand everyone? What exactly SQL is? SQL. When we talk about SQL, SQL is just about, just give me 2 minutes. SQL is, when we talk about SQL, SQL is what? SQL is a language by which we can communicate to the database. Suppose here, if I say select star from test 1, I am talking to the database. I say, give me all the data of test 1 table. This is a language that is called syntax. Syntax is a grammar. Every language needs a grammar. Either you learn about Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, French, German, whatever. Every language is a grammar. In the same way, in SQL also has a grammar. That grammar is basically called syntax. How to write the syntax, that is called grammar. There are multiple types of statements we are writing into the SQL. The one statement we are writing, main what we are going to learn, only 4 concepts. That is called DDL, DML, and TCL. You can say DQL also. That's it. We do not have to learn anything other than that. Please mute who is not speaking. Okay. Okay. Let's say that 2 people raise their hand. Let's say their question. Yes, ask your question.
Like suppose if we have a different type of like concept like order by or sorting the tables things, so why we doing here the index concept? Like, is there any specific scenario for the index scenario?
Yes, good question. What Isma is asking, and let me repeat, what Isma is asking that Vishal, if we can do order by, there is an option, Oracle or any database, Oracle, Microsoft SQL Server, every database give an option that you can directly write order by and they will give you the data in arranged format. Then why is the need? Why we are creating an extra organized index organized table? Correct question, Isma? Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So see everyone, very good question. That question hopefully I will discuss when I discuss order by, but let's see because he asked. Order by is Fufaji. What exactly Fufaji is, we discuss about at the time of order by class. But order by is one of the most killing operation into the database whenever writing any SQL query. The most costly operation. When we are writing order by, database has to do an extra effort for selecting the data and representing the data for you to display. Order by is a very costly operation. The performance of your query degrade when you are writing order by queries. So order by is a very costly operation. We try to avoid it. That is the one of the reason we do not want to write order by and use organization index. If I want the data at the time of selection, that comes faster. In this scenario, we are creating an index organized table rather than writing order by. That is one more reason in the most of the project, we are not creating index organized table. Only 1-2 table is okay. Mostly we can use order by because writing order by is easy and very user friendly. Index organized table, it's all about the dependency on the DBAs. They have to go and maintain it. So it is an extra work to maintain them. But yes, order by is a killing. Order by taking a lot of time. Order by make your performance slow. And order by has so many complications we discuss about when I discuss about order by. Order by is a specific name I am given Fufaji. The people who knows about my classes, they know why I say index. But order by is Fufaji, you know about it? In India, how most of people is from the Indian, right? Indians know about Fufaji. In every marriage, the Fufaji will come. Fufaji is always angry in all the marriage. No, but
Yes,
Fufaji no.
yes,
Pata hai na,
yeah.
Fufaji baare mein. So we'll
Yes,
discuss
common.
about Fufaji, right? Order by we can take a very good topic. Order by is very important. Order by always called as a Fufaji. I will discuss about it. But for this answer, you know that order by is a killing operation. It take an extra time. It always consume a lot of database resources to arrange the data. So that's why if you want to avoid it, we can use organization index. That is for your answer. And we discuss about order by. But yes, why we create index organize if you have order by? Because I do not want my query should take time at the time of data selection. That's why we are writing. Anuja, ask your question. Anuja, ask your question.
Am I audible, Vishal?
Yes, you're audible, Anuja.
Yeah. The example that you have just shown that I mean indexed organization, right? Index table. So you have applied primary key on ID column, right?
If you create a name column, it is sorted with ABCD.
Yeah. So that was my question. It will be like whatever column on which we have applying primary key, that depends on that column only output will be there, right?
Yes,
I mean,
exactly. Yes, depend upon that column, it will sort the data. Yes, correct.
Okay. Yeah. Got my answer.
Okay, let's talk about the four type of SQL statement: DML, DDL, TCL, and DQL. You don't have to learn more about it. Other than this, DML means insert, update, and delete. That is a very good question I'm going to discuss That is very important for 1 year to 20 year interview experience level. Looks like very easy, but see how people are doing mistake of answering this question. Please mute. Ambati Venkata. Please mute, you're not speaking. Okay. Wasim, I will give you chances. Give me 2 minutes. Insert, update, delete. If you write insert, update, just remember this thing. The people who don't know or new. Insert, update, delete is DML statement. For your understand whatever other than that you are writing. For example, alter statement, truncate statement, drop statement. These all are called DDL statement. DDL means data definition language. DML means data manipulation language. Manipulation means who change the data. You manipulate my words, means you are changing my words. Who change the data? Insert, update, and delete. They are actually change the data. Database is pure English. If you know English, you automatically learn 50% of the database. So insert, update, delete will change the data. DDL means just change the structure, data definition language. Alter, truncate, drop, these are called data definition language. Insert, update, delete, they are called data manipulation language. Transaction control is called commit, rollback, and save point. This is called transaction control language, and DQL is called your select statement. That is called data query language. Okay. Nobody will ask you this definition in an interview. What is DML? What is DDL? That is for a school level. Nobody will ask it. But why this question important? Just to see the scenario-based question coming from here into the interview. Okay. Let's discuss about scenario-based question. First of all, a basic thing.
One is
Suppose I have a
data control language also, na?
This is what I said, TCL, transaction control language. There are multiple things you do. You just have to know about these 4. DML, DDL, transaction control, this commit, rollback, save point. That is the transaction control language. Okay. Now let's go and talk about, suppose I have a table. Okay. How this insert, update, delete will work, and every DML operation will be completed by TCL operation. Means if you write insert, update, and delete, and if you do not write commit or rollback, commit means permanent save into the system, and rollback means reverted back. Whatever you did, suppose I did some mistake, I want to revert back, I use rollback. If I want to make permanent save into the system, I write commit statement. Right? Very simple. Almost most of the people know about it. But let's see the scenario-based question from here. Depend upon the save point and depend upon the commit and rollback concept. Okay. Suppose I have a table. Let's see for save point. Suppose I have a table. Let me create a table. Create table my city. I'm getting a table my city. Suppose I'm getting 2 things here. For example, suppose I can say ID and name. ID, number, name, varchar 2, 20. What is this varchar? What is this 20? That all I will discuss. Don't worry. I'm talking about save point concept. Name is already used. My city. Let me drop this table. Create table, table name. Data created. Let me try to insert some record. Insert into my city. Values. I'm suppose ID 1 and name it is suppose I'm writing here UK. I'm inserting 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're writing here Mumbai. So we're writing here 3, Chennai. I'm writing here Kolkata. So I'm inserting 4 rows into my table. Okay. Once we inserted the data, I can see this data only into my session. Select star from my city. If I do, I can see the data here into my table. If I make it roll back, listen it here, rollback means data is reverted back. Rollback means revert back. Whatever I did, everything will be reverted back. I want to go into my city, I cannot see any data. data will be reverted back. If I want to permanent save things into my system, I have to write commit command. I'll discuss a scenario based question, just wait for 2 minutes. Commit command. Once commit is done, if I write even rollback will not impact anything. Once something is committed, it means committed. Data permanent save into the system. Once you commit, you cannot make it rollback. Now let's learn here save point. Then I go to the scenario based question. Save point. Suppose I want to write here, after this, I'm writing here, update my city. Update my city. Suppose set name is equal to Noida. Suppose name is equal to Noida, where I'm saying ID equal to 1. When I'm writing this update statement, it means it will update my table, and this number 1 data, this number 1 is UK, I'm changing it to Noida. Update statement is a DML statement. DML always followed by commit or rollback. If I want to permanent save, I can make it commit. If I want to revert back, I can make it rollback. But I'm using save point. I'm writing, for example, here, save point A. Means a temporary point I'm saving. Let's see this here. Save point A. Save point created. Okay. Let me go back again and I try to make one more update. Let's see, I'm writing one more update. Update table, set name is equal to Noida. Suppose ID is equal to 3. I'm checking for ID is equal to 3. One more ID, these 3 columns. Suppose I can refresh it. First become Noida. It was UK, become Noida. 3 also I'm going to change it. 1 row updated. And I create one more save point. B. If I go to check the data, see this here. Number 1 is Noida, number 3 is Noida, right? What exactly happened here? I have my table. My table contains data. These 2 rows I updated. These 2 rows updated. Okay. And I created 2 different save point. 2 save point I created. Save point created means what? The data till here will be saved for a particular time, temporary save. I go it here, for example, and I write it after this, rollback to save point A. If I'm writing rollback to save point A, till here data will be rollback. Means whatever I inserted here, B, after save point A, this data updated. So till here I roll back. So this data will be reverted back. See, number 3 is Noida, it will be reverted back. Rollback complete. When I go back here, reverse. This third was previously Noida, it changed to Chennai. It reverted back. You got the point what is happening here? Everyone? Got the point what is happening here?
Yes, Vishal.
Yes, Vishal, we got it.
Let me repeat it one more time. Interview question, what is save point? Save point is a temporary location. If I want to save the data, commit the data for a temporary time being, I can use save point. Data is saved till here. When I make it roll back, because remember what the concept of commit? Commit means permanent save. If you do commit, you cannot revert it back. And once you write commit, even you write rollback, that doesn't matter anything. It will not impact. It's just like Salman Khan. Once I do commit, करता ना Salman को डाला होगा ना. एक बार मैंने commitment कर दी तो खुद की नहीं सुनता. सुना ना तुम लोगों ने डाला. तो वही है. एक बार commit हो गया. Once you did your commit, data cannot be rolled back. But save point give you an option that you can write save point. I update one record, create a save point. I update one more record, create one more save point. Then suppose I go. See here, number 1 is Noida, number 3 is Noida. It is created. But when I go and roll back to save point A, till here, whatever you did, everything reverted back. So this update will be reverted back, and this 3 was previously Noida, it was changed and reverted back to Chennai.
But Vishal, you didn't commit it till now. After save point, you didn't commit it, na?
No, I haven't committed. Once you commit, data is commit. Done. That is the difference between commit and rollback and save point. Sorry?
With save point, we can't use commit.
No, we can't do. We can't do. What? Okay, let me repeat it again. Save point means till a particular point I saved, I update some statement and writing a save point A. I create a milestone till here data is saved. Data is saved till here. Means a temporary way, if I write a commit, commit means commit everything. Whatever done previously, everything is committed. Got it? But in save point, I just save till here.
Yes, got.
Just save till here. Rollback will revert it back, not everything, just this one. Because I wrote roll back to save point A. It means till A, data will be reverted back. So this data will be reverted back, not this data. Got it? This one node is still there. Understand?
Yes, Vishal.
Right? So this is the save point. Difference between DDL. Now let me go back to a scenario-based question which is going to come to everyone in interview. Then I go to the difference in DDL and DML. Let me see. I hope everyone understand it here. Difference between DDL and DML. DDL means DDL means your alter statement, truncate statement, drop statement. DML means insert, update, delete. If any data insert, update, delete, that must need a commit and rollback. If you do not write commit and rollback, data is not permanently safe. If I write commit, data permanently safe. If I write rollback, data will be reverted back. If something is committed, I cannot roll back. That is the base concept. Now let's go and create a scenario-based question for all experience level till 20 years. This question come into the interview. This question asked to me almost in each interviews. Let's see this. Suppose I have a table. Let me create a table. You have table A, drop table A. If I have, let me drop this table. Okay, let me create a table. Let's see this, everyone. This scenario-based question, this type of question come into an interview. Create table A. I'm getting a table A with ID number. Okay. Interviewer asks you a question like this. I have a table. I inserted few records. Suppose insert into A values 1. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. 1, 2. Please mute. Who is not speaking, please mute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a table A that contains 4 records, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? We all know that my table contains the data right now. Select a star from A. Somebody can call it a star, somebody can call it all. You can say anything. Select all from A. Mainly the people from UK side, if you go, they call it select all. And US and India, they normally call it a star. So up to you, that doesn't matter. So when right here, select a star from A, this will show you the data. But we all know that we discussed about insert statement we done. Insert statement insert is a DML operation. DML operation is always run by commit or rollback. If I do rollback here, so my all data will be reverted back. That almost everybody know that, right? So when I do select star from A, I have no data into the table because data is reverted back. Scenario number 2. If I write here data insert statement, right? If I write here commit, data is committed. After commit, if I write rollback does not matter because you committed the data committed into the system. Till here, everybody understand it? Got it? Now let's see the next question here. Everyone, listen it here. Suppose I have a table 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my table contains the data, and then let me first truncate the table. Truncate table A. All data gone. Okay, I have inserted 4 records into my table. Press 4 records. Everybody can see that there is no. I haven't fired commit or rollback. Then interviewer is saying, after this, I have a table. I inserted 4 records into the table. Then after, I create an index. Create index name. What is index? You don't have to worry about it. That is basically interviewer will tell you in the interview. Create index name on A column ID. I created one index onto the table. Interview question, let me repeat. I have a table A. My table contains 0 record. I inserted 4 records, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then after I create an index on a particular table. Okay. And then after I did a rollback. How many records into the table? Let me repeat the scenario, everyone. This is scenario-based question. This question asked multiple times. This question is very common. You can find this question almost every top 20 interview question. I have a table. I inserted 4 records into the table. Then after, I create an index. I create an index. Right? Then after, I did rollback. How many records in the table now? Commit is not fired. I haven't do commit. I just did rollback. How many records into the table?
4.
4 records.
4, obviously.
The people who are saying 0, may I know why you are saying 0? Because you think data is not committed. That's why you are saying it is 0, correct?
Yeah, 0.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. The people who are saying 4, may I know why you are saying 4?
Table is already
Create is a DDL command which is in auto commit mode.
Let's see this here. I'm telling you what the question. This question is very common in the interview. Once you write any DDL command, any DDL, create is a DDL statement. Create is a DDL statement. Data definition language. It can be create index. It can be alter table. It can be create sequence. It can be modify. It can be anything. Any DDL statement you fire, DDL will first fire a commit command. DDL is a DDL first fire. That is a property of DDL. DDL will first fire commit. So data is committed here. Even if you do a rollback, my table still contains the data. Because I write a DDL statement. So DDL statement will first commit, and then because data is already committed, if I write create, it means data committed. So by writing a rollback does not impact anything, data committed already. This question is very common. So interviewer start making a twist in this question. What interviewer is saying, okay, I have a table. See this here. I'm getting 2 more records into the table. I'm inserting number 5. I'm inserting number 6. Just give me 1 second. Question khatam ho jane do, I will give a chance. My table already contains 4 records. 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, I'm inserting 2 more records into the table. Listen the question very carefully. Scenario based question hai. This question can come on any experience level. I inserted 2 more records. Then after, I'm creating an index. Right? Create index indexing. And this create index is fail. I'm writing this, you can see this. Because previous answer, when the previous question I asked, you gave the answer. That sir, create index is a DDL statement. So DDL statement is a capability of auto commit. So first DDL will commit and then DDL will fire. So in this situation, your 4 record will be inserted. Correct answer. Interval will test the question. Okay. Suppose after that I create 2 more index, 2 more record into the table. My table contains 4 records right now. My table contains 4 records. I inserted 2 more. Now my table contains 6 records. Then after I create an index. And this index command is fail. This index command is fail. Now tell me how many records into the table. Interview questions will come like this.
6.
How many people think about 4? How many people think about 6?
Can you ask these questions again?
Okay, let me ask this question. My table, the first question in the interview is, I have a table. My table contains 4 records. Okay. Then after this, I will fire a alter table statement. Alter table statement, or you can say create sequence I fire, or create index I fire. Basically any DDL command I fire. Alter table, you create sequence, create index, anything, any DDL I fire. And then after I write a rollback. So what will happen? So because this question is very common, so almost everybody will give answer, sir, because you write a DDL statement. DDL is auto commit, so it will commit the data first. So all these 4 records will be committed. This rollback has no impact. So I have 4 records. Interviewer say, okay. Next question. Interviewer make a cross question of counter question. Okay, I inserted 2 more records. I inserted 2 more records. and the same index command I fire again and it gives error. This index create my DDL is failure. DDL gives error. Now tell me how many records and then I did a rollback. Then tell me after this to index this command fail, then I write a rollback. Now tell me
Four record
how
only.
many records in the system.
4 will be there.
4
Four
records.
record.
6
Oh,
records.
6 records.
Six
Let's
records.
see here. Let me go. Third question will come here. I write it here. My table contains 6 records. Why? Because this error, what the error will came. Error is saying, I try to create index. Name is already used by an existing object. Your create index structure, this DDL command is right. It is fail because it is not able to create an index. But this command is a DDL command. DDL command is identified by the database. So database will identify this is DDL. So database will first go and commit. Then after it come back and say, okay, let me create an index now. So because it committed already, so data does not matter. This statement is fail. Your data is committed into the system again. Enter, ask you next question. Suppose, let's say this here. I inserted 2 more records, 7 and 8. I have a table. My table contains 6 records. I'm inserting 2 more records. And then I fire my command, create index. It failed. Now I write rollback. Now tell me how many record into the system. Let me show you again. Error.
6 record only.
My table contains 6 records. Then I inserted 2 more records into the table. I fire
6
create
records.
index. It failed. The people who knows about it, like, who give this answer? 6. Who give this answer? 6.
Will be 8.
6, Vishal.
Naveen Kumar, from where you learned 6?
I think 8 records will be there.
नहीं, record तो 6 ही होंगे. Answer उसका सही है. Right? I'm just asking. Where you
Yes,
got this?
because that index is wrong, na? That syntax is wrong. So DDL command
Listen
is
it
not fired. That's
Whenever this is the pure this question, here is interviewer want to test you in this question that do you have only theoretical knowledge, you coming from a book, or you understand how the DDL and DML behave. That is the only reason of asking this question. This question is very popular nowadays in almost all interviews. Whenever your DDL command fail because of syntax error, you can see this is syntax error, missing on keyword. Syntax error, it means database is not identify that you are a DDL. Your syntax is fail. Syntax means grammar. Your grammar is fail. Syntax is fail. Then it is not identified as a SQL statement. If we not identify SQL statement, database is not identify that you are a DDL. You have a syntax error. If a syntax error, it is not identified as a DDL. If I make a rollback, so whatever 2 record you inserted, that will be reverted back and data will give only 6 record. Let me repeat it again, whatever we discuss, then I will ask you, then I give an option to ask a question. This, please mute who is not speaking. Let me repeat it again. Okay. The question I discussed, scenario-based question. I have a table. Yeah, please mute kar lo. I have a table. My table contains, see this in, I have a table, test table. Hey Prabhu. Sumit bhai, maan jao. I have a test table. My table contains 4 records. Listen everyone, this question will come in each and every interview. Let me first go to this question which is coming from the less than 1 year or 2 year experienced person. That I have a table. My table contains 100 records. I inserted 100 records. User A inserted 100 records. Can user B able to see this data? And experience level less than 1 to 2 years. You cannot see the data because you just inserted the record. You haven't fire commit command. Because insert statement is a DML operation. Every DML operation will be covered by TCL, transition control language. It must come with insert, update, delete. If you do not, sorry, it must covered with commit and rollback. If you do not write commit, data only present in your session, you can see. Anybody else cannot see because data is not permanently saved. If I want anybody else can see, I have to write a commit command. If I write commit once, rollback does not matter. Rollback will not impact anything. Next question for expense level more than 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. I have a table contains 4 records. Then after I create an index on any other table, does not matter on this table only. Suppose my table, let's go back one more time to here. Forget about this table. Suppose I have another table. Let's see here. Create table B. I have a table B, for example, ID number. Suppose I have a create table B. Oh. Drop table B. Suppose I have a create table B. Never get confused. That is basically focus on only one table. Does not matter. Suppose I have a create table A. My table contains 4 records. Suppose I have a table A. Select star from table. You can see that my table contains 6 records right now. I inserted 2 more records, 7 and 8. Then after I create an index on table B, I don't care about table A. I just have to create about this is a DDL statement. Create index name. I create an index on table B. It's nothing related to table A, but just I fire a DDL command. If I fire a DDL command, DDL is auto commit. So DDL first what you can say property is DDL will fire commit command first. So even I do a rollback, it will not impact anything. These 2 records will be inserted into the system. 7 and 8 data inserted. So my table contains 4 records. And then after I create an index or alter an index or alter a table or drop something, whatever you did, does not matter. Or you create an index, create a constant, does not matter. But you fire a DDL command. If you fire a DDL command, then after you do a rollback, it will not impact anything and data will be permanently saved into the system already. This create statement or alter statement or drop statement means the DDL statement will save the data, commit the data. So this rollback will not impact anything, first of all. Second scenario. Interviewer say, suppose I'm writing my create index or alter system or drop whatever, this is fail. My DDL fail, then what happened? If your DDL fail because of syntax error, it means database not identify that you are a DDL statement, then it will not committed anything into the system. Then it is not commit. But if it is fail because of any other reason other than syntax, it means database identify that you are a DDL statement, then data will be committed into the system. So that is what we discussed in the last 15-20 minutes. Now I give an option to ask the question. Smita, you can ask a question first.
So my question is related to the save point. Like suppose if we are adding, updating any data, and then after that we are not committed the data. So what will happen with that data?
The data is gone. It's just only for till your session only.
Okay, so we are giving us some specific time, or the system is going to take
till where your session is till your session is active.
Okay.
Till your session is active, the data is active for you.
Okay, so what is the purpose for that? Like, what is the point of the save commit?
Suppose when you are writing a procedure and functions, when you discuss procedure and functions, suppose I'm writing procedure. Okay, let me tell you this example as well. The people who are working a project writing any procedures, consider you are writing procedure. Have you anybody ever seen your procedure? The procedure start and the first line of procedure is to execute immediate truncate table name, and then the procedure start. Anybody ever see this type of code? Tell me yes or no. Anybody
Yes, I see.
this code?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So Smita, see, this is the logic. Now, whatever we are discussing here on the base concept, that will be applicable at the time of real coding. Execute immediate means is a word of using dynamic SQL. We'll discuss about it. But I'm writing a truncate table. Truncate is a DDL command. We are writing when the procedure start, the first line is truncate table. So the DDL fire. If we truncate the table in between somewhere into the procedure, everything written whatever before that, everything will be committed into the system. I do not want to commit. So that's why in every writing procedure, first we are writing truncate. So that first DDL will happen. So nothing will happen before that. So the commit will not impact anything. then come back here. That is the reason of using this DDL command truncate table first. Second, the save point. When you are writing this procedure, you are doing one calculation. In the meantime, you don't want to commit the whole data. You want to temporarily hold the data for a further calculation. In Microsoft SQL Server, they give an option to create hash temp table. In Oracle, they give an option to create global temporary table to save the data for a session specific scenario, right? But also the same thing we can achieve as save point. I did it here. So data is saved here. We can do all your further calculation. Then when you say if my this condition satisfy, then roll back to A, else go back to this. This type of coding when we are doing this help us for a particular scenario. You can make it roll back. If not scenario not satisfied, move ahead. We can discuss about procedure and function. Then we know how the flow is coming. But the reason of writing save point is, suppose I'm writing our whole code, it's structure of procedure or function or package, something we're writing, and I want to make a calculation to save for a particular point for a time being, we can use save point concept till here. The data is not committed into the system. We stop it. We just for a temporary placeholder till here you are safe. Let me complete my transaction. If my something condition satisfy, then I will make you commit or I will make you roll back.
Okay.
Right? Because once something is committed, Smita, we cannot make it back.
Okay.
एक बार कमिटमेंट हो गई सलमान खान, मैं अपनी खुद की भी नहीं सुनूंगा. डेटा गया तो डेटा गया. That's it. We can't do that.
Thank you.
Yes, Sarik, you can ask a question. Sarik, say you can ask a question.
हेलो.
हाँ जल्दी हो दोस्त. Yes, tell
हाँ
me.
सेम एक स्कीमा में दो यूजर है और one user is inserting data and another user is creating table, index, anything whatever. So first one user का data जो है वो सेव हो जाएगा?
No. That is I told you here for experience less than 1 to 2 years. The same question I discussed. If user 1 inserted 100 records and he is not committed, the data cannot be displayed to anybody else. User B is doing in his own session. Whatever user B is doing, another user B is doing, it is for his own. If he write a create table, create means commit. Create table means DDL statement. It is committed. Everybody else can see. But his creation will not impact his insertion. For his insertion, he has to do the commit, his own session. So doing this person will not impact this. They both are separate people. If they want, they have to make a commit. Commitment देनी पड़ेगी दोनों तरफ से. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, Saurav Dosi, ask your question.
Hi Vishal. So my question is basically I just want to know if we fire any query like update, insert, or any select statement. So what would happen in the backend of this one, like in the Oracle server?
That is all about when we discuss about performance tuning. I will take 10-hour lecture on performance tuning. That when we fire a query, what happened with the query? When we fire a query, Saurav, it will go first with the semantic check. Then it go to syntactic check. Then it go for parsing. Then it go for executing. There are 3 phases. Parser, then go to optimizer, then go to executor. Parser, optimizer, and executor. Parser has 2 things, soft parsing, hard parsing. Before that, it will go for semantic check and syntactic check. So इस lesson को आने में अभी 2 महीने हैं.
Okay.
Got it, Saurav?
Thank you.
So don't worry. Once my session ended, Saurav, you knows that what we are going. Let me tell you one example. This example I gave in each of my batch. This is my 28th batch, Saurav. In 2011, right, I went to Europe. I give this example to everybody. And my experience was 5-6 years, sort of, right? I'm telling to everyone that is very good for all of you. The experience of 5-6 year experience, any person, the problem with these guys, they think that they are very intelligent. The same I thought when I was 5-6 year experience. And I joined a company in Noida, if people knows about TSYS, if you know about that company, TSYS. I joined TSYS as a 7-year experience from our system. In our system, I was project lead. So I thought that I'm very intelligent. And I joined that company. And they sent me to Europe. I went to Europe. I went multiple times to Europe. And in there, I met a person called Yanis Papazario, right? We call him Papaji. Yanis always gave us some work. Do this, do that, do this. Don't come to office. Stay into the hotel. Why you guys coming to office? I don't know what you are doing. Just do something. We always thought, पागल आदमी है, क्या कराता रहता है रोज रोज. We just thought about it and we just enjoy because we went to Europe. We just focus our time to go and here and there, here and there. After 1 and 2 months, after 3 months completed, he took all my work, combined them together, and my product is ready. We are working on a product-based company. And I went from India. 2 people came from Russia. Few people came from Malaysia, right? Few people came from US. And basically what happened, after 3 months, he combined all our work and the product is ready. And we don't have any idea what is going on in the first 3 months. Same thing, Saurav, I just tried to tell you what I learned from Yanis is, I know what I'm going to teach you. After your 3-month session will complete, when which topic need to come, what you needed, what you don't need, which type of topics you needed, what type of questions will come, how you are going to answer, what you are going to learn from my notes, which topic you have to explain with which example, everything I know. I gave around 1,000 interviews, Saurabh. 1,000. There is no company left in Noida, Gurgaon. When I was in Noida, then I don't have offer letter. I'm not very intelligent, Saurabh. What I'm trying to say, I know how to crack interview. With a very basic knowledge, I cracked all the FANG interviews. Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. How? I know how to crack interview. The same trick I'm trying to show you all. For cracking any interview, doesn't matter how intelligent you are. It doesn't impact anything. Anyone can crack any interview. And actual learning will come when you go in a real-time project. Nobody can teach you. YouTube? No. Any institute, any teacher, any trainer, I can give you 100 records, 200 records, 500 records. But in actual scenario, millions of records into the table, thousands of table into your database. Every table contains millions of data. Nobody can replicate that scenario into your training world. But we can guide you. So if you know how to crack interview, what needed, what concept they are asking, how to answer, I am here for you. Actual learning, learning from me or from YouTube or from any institute or any trainer, when you go and implement into the real project, then only you can learn. Nobody can teach you, believe me, Saurabh, and that's true. अगर कोई ये गारंटी देता हो कि मैं ही सब पढ़ा देता हूं, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. For actual learning, you have to go to the real company where you face this. Interview cracking to you hai, if you just know the trick how to crack interviews. And if you want to learn, you have to go to that company for working. Anybody, everyone can work. Believe me, anybody can do the work. Working is so easy. And development is the much easier task. Means if you are lucky. Some people are getting here, ask me the question, sir, I never work in development. Can I work it here? Let me tell you, if you are very lucky, अगर कुंभ नहा के आए होगे इस बार प्रयागराज में और भगवान ने तुम्हारा साथ दे दिया, तो maybe you get a development project. क्योंकि उससे आसान तो कुछ होता ही नहीं है. There is no more easy than development project. You know why? Because you get a time frame. They assign a work. They give you 1 week to complete that work. And you can do this. You can do your own R&D. You can do the Google. You can do the practice. You can create a scenario, and you can finally able to complete that work. But if you are very lucky, maybe 5% public can get the development. The rest 95% public will go to support and maintenance work only. इतने पुण्य अगर किए होंगे तुमने तो डेवलपमेंट मिलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा. And development is the most easiest work if you ever get it. People think about, sir, मैं तो कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा development. Everyone can do. And if you are lucky, then only you get it. So think about, if you think that you are lucky, माँ बाप का आशीर्वाद है तुम्हारे साथ, कुंभ नहा के आए हो, तो शायद मिलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा दोस्त. So never confuse, and you get it for sure. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, let's go back to 10 more minutes, guys. Then after we can finish it. One more thing we are going to discuss today. We are talking about when we create a table. Whenever I am creating a table, I discuss about it. They're a very good topic. We'll discuss about it. Please don't that 10 minutes be here with me. Okay, when we discuss about a concept or when we create a table, we always create a table. We're writing here where, char, to. There are many data types. When we create a table, for example, let's see this here. I am creating a table. For example, I'm creating a table. Suppose create table EMP, EMPL, right? I'm writing here, for example, EMP, ID is a number, comma, ename is a varchar 2, 20, comma, suppose, for example, sex, character, suppose 10, and then comma, suppose age is a number. Why I'm discussing this topic? Let's see this here. Two reasons. Difference between char and varchar. Very important question to asking. Difference between varchar and varchar2. Here is the difference between Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle. Microsoft SQL Server, you can write varchar. In Microsoft SQL Server, people are writing varchar. In Oracle, you are writing varchar2. Even if you write here varchar, that also work. It will not give any error. But we can practice with varchar2. And that's why this become an interview question as well. Difference between varchar and varchar2. Difference between char and varchar. And why we are writing this 20? What is this 20? What is this 10? Why it is not giving with any number? Just 10 minutes, guys. It's very important topic. Listen it here. Varchar2 means string. And string means anything with ABCD. Listen, very easy example, understand it. Whenever you see ABCD, alphabet come into the picture, it means that is a varchar. Number means only 0 to 9. Any number. This all is a number. 50 is a number. But B50 is a character. Varchar. Varchar means string. Whenever comes any alphabet, it comes with varchar. Varchar comes with a single quotes. Always. ये घूंघट में आता है भैया, बहुत इसको घर का इतना रेस्पेक्टेड बंदा नहीं, इसको घूंघट में आना पड़ता है, बड़ा ध्यान दे करके. तो varchar will always come into the single quotes. Number will come without single quotes. Number considered as a most respected member of the family. Why? That I will discuss about when discuss the primary key. Right? I will discuss about that topic. Just give us 5 more minutes. Varchar is used for characters, any alphanumeric number, any ABCD, anything other than number will come. Just understand it here. Anything other than number will come, that become varchar. Varchar come into a single quotes. Once we insert the data, the 20 means what? 20 means capacity. Suppose I write 20, it means the capacity of 20. Maximum 20 character string I can insert it here. The question is, can I decrease? What is the difference between this char and this varchar? That I'm going to discuss here. Interview question here. Suppose I'm writing here insert into EMPL values. Suppose employee ID I'm writing 1. Name I'm writing. Name is a character. I'm writing into single quotes. I'm writing Vishal. Suppose sex I'm writing suppose male. It also come into single quotes. Age suppose I'm writing 40. I'm writing one data here. Data. What is this? Oh, table I haven't created. Sorry. Table created. Then I insert the data. One row inserted. I'm inserting one more row. Let's see this here. Suppose number 2. Suppose employee name I'm writing Neetu. Sex I'm writing female. 40. Inserted these 2 records. First question. Difference between char and varchar. Then I come to varchar and varchar2. See this char is also taking the data single quotes. Varchar also taking data into the single quotes. Right? So what is the difference between both? Let's see this. There is a function called length function. Always give this example at the time of explaining this question. Length function. Length is a function in all the databases. When we write anything, select length, and you can write it here. For example, I'm writing here Vishal. It will give me that what is the total length I wrote.
Select spell.
Spelling is wrong, sorry. Select length, this from dual. It will give me total length 7. Whatever write it here, whatever write it, it will give me the length of this particular string. 30. I'm going to check the same length of this employee name column and sex column from the same table. Select length of ename, comma sex, comma length of sex from employee. I'm pasting ename here also. Let me run this query. See everyone. Vishal is a name. I inserted into the column employee name. I created this column as a varchar to 20. 20 is the total capacity of the table. And I consider maximum 20 characters I can insert into this particular column. I inserted Vishal and Neetu. But Vishal, you say the total length is 6. The total length is 6 only. 14 length is still left, but it free. It not use it. Sex is 10 character. I insert only one character, male and female, but it occupied all the length, all the 10. So what is sex? Let's see this. If I'm writing it here, sex, it will take it here. 1M and 9 space character is coming here in front of it. If I write F, and 9 space is coming after F. Character will consume all the space, a fixed length. Character is a fixed length. If I gave here 10, it occupy and use all 10. If only one, rest 9 will be padding with blank. Rest 9 is padding with blank. But in case of varchar, it only use what is needed. What not needed, it free. That is the difference between char and varchar. Always give examples. Sir, suppose I have inserted data. If you check the length of a column, suppose you can decide varchar to 20. If I use only 8, so only 8 is occupied. Rest 12 is free. See this here. There is no space after this. No space. It will free. But in case of char, it occupy all the 10 records. Difference between varchar and varchar 2. If I don't write varchar 2, if I just write varchar here, the table is also work. But we should not use varchar because varchar is still in development stage. It was expected that Oracle will release varchar, and it was thinking that they are doing some development work to handle null values or null or spaces. But still, it is in development stage. Oracle not release varchar yet. If you want, you can use it, but you don't need to. Microsoft varchar is same as like varchar 2 in Oracle. But for Oracle, varchar and varchar 2 are two different. Till here, varchar in development stage and Oracle not release it yet. If you try to use, it works same, but it is not advisable because varchar is still in development stage. So Oracle give us an option to use varchar 2 and we can use varchar 2 option. Till here, got it? Char and varchar 2. And this is length 20. If I want to insert anything more than 20, it will not allow you to insert the data. Value too large for the column. Actual 24, maximum 20. This is 24 character you try to install, and this is only 20 character allowed. One last question for 2 more minutes. Interview question. Can I insert a number into varchar? Or can I insert a varchar into number? Interview question. Can I insert a number into varchar? Or can I insert a varchar into number? Let's see this here. I'm trying to insert the data. Everybody can see this here. I'm trying to inserting here. Insert into, this is number. In number, I want to insert a varchar. Suppose I'm writing, if I do anything single quotes, it means varchar. I'm writing, suppose here Vishal as ID. I try to insert, it will give me error. Invalid number. It means in number, you cannot insert varchar. In a number, you cannot insert varchar. But let me repeat the question. Can I insert a number into varchar? I insert a number into this. 5 is a number, but I come into single quotes. I insert into ename column without single quotes also. Forget about it. I insert a number into varchar. Yes, you can insert a number, one row inserted. You can insert a number into character, but you cannot insert a character into varchar. But what is the difference between it? When I select the data, select star from EMPL, where, if you see this data EMPL, first of all, in the ename column, I can see this 5. 5 is a number that go to ename. When I write ename is equal to 5, or see this data. What is saying? Invalid number. But when I write into single quotes, what will happen? It will give you the data. Once you come to my family, you have to follow my culture. 5 is a number, but it go to varchar family. Right? When you go to varchar family, you have to follow varchar culture. This becomes database treat him as a character. 5 is a number, but because you insert into varchar column, so database will treat you as a character, as a varchar. So once you come to my family, you have to follow my culture. Remember that, right? After marriage, when girls go to the boys' house, what happens? They start using their surnames and whatever. What is happening? Once you come to my family, you have to follow my culture. 5 क्या है? Number है. कहाँ गया? Where care में. तो क्या हो गया? Character हो गया. Database will feel him as a character. Start following my culture. That's it. I'm not taking anything else today. Okay. Now ask your question. Naz, you can ask your question.
Yeah, hi Vishal.
Today, whatever I discussed today, everything I will send into the notes to everybody. You all will receive the notes after the session. Okay, so don't worry about it. We can move forward tomorrow on the next session, same time, same link. Okay, Naz, you can ask a question.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Hey,
hear you.
thanks Vishal for this class. I just wanted to ask quick question. So CARE, you have the capacity 10, right? So
Yes.
why is it specifically capacity 10? Is it because
I identify that I at the time of table creation, I told that I am creating a column sex that will be character column at maximum capacity I give 20. So whenever we create any table, we have to identify this, that what I'm going to store. So I'm going to store employee ID, I'm going to store employee name, I'm going to store their sex, I'm going to store their age. So this is data type. This is data. Which type of data? Number type of data. Like for example, if I go here, let me show you one more time. Select star from HR dot employees. If I go here, I can say I have a table and my table contains this type of data. So this is, I have employee ID. Here I will store numbers. I have a first name. Here I store characters. So this data is insert by insert statement. But at the time of create table, I have to tell the table this has a column employee ID, number column, first name, varchar column, last name, varchar column, hire date, date column, salary, number column. They are data type. Which type of data I'm going to store? So this number or this varchar or this character is a data type. In this column, I'm storing this type of data. This 10 or 20 is the capacity, maximum 20 allowed or maximum 10 allowed, something like that.
Correct. So my question actually, yeah, that I got it. But the thing is, when you say for CARE, right, you have the, like I've put female or male and the rest, it adds the padding, correct? And every time it, whatever like maximum limit I've given as 10, so it is fulfilled as length as 10 for that CARE, right?
Because
So,
rest 9 is a padded with blank.
Correct. So my question is, so CARE can also be 5 and then the whatever like or the
Right here 5, it will take 5 characters, rest 4 will be padded with blank.
Okay. So it's like, it's not about the capacity, but that's how we define, as in that's the
This is
syntax
what
of
we
the
define.
line.
It's up to you. Whatever you normally in project, if you know active column or something like that, we're creating it 1.
Okay.
Because we know that rest of the space they are actually, because there are only 3 genders. So only 2 genders if you're talking about US. Right? Male and female.
Correct.
There is no third gender. So I know that only 1 character will come. So why I take a space by using 10? Because it occupies all the 9 spaces.
Got it. Yeah, memory will be used.
Why should I waste my memory, right? If in case of varchar, it's know that varchar anyway utilize only what's needed, rest it will leave it. Got it?
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's the question. Thanks. And just one more, just if you can go back to the screen, I had this so the basically the related to when you put number for varchar. Okay, so what I understood is, insert for a varchar you can put a number only when you select, that's when you have to, and you're giving a where clause,
you
need to
insert it
put
as a number.
Okay, got it.
But you become a character.
Okay, I got it.
Right.
Select.
Remember, once you come to my family, you have to follow my culture.
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Simple concepts.
Insert will be easy. It will not give me error. But select, I need to make sure that I'm calling as a character with a code.
Once you go to database, will treat you. You are a varchar because you came to my family.
Okay.
जैसे तुम मेरे फैमिली में आ गए, तुम्हारा सब चेंज हो गया भाई.
अच्छा ठीक है, थैंक यू.
कौन सा गाना अक्षय कुमार का है ना, तेरे पिन कोड का नंबर मेरा हो गया, कुछ है ना, बस वही समझ लो आप.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, very clear. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Vishal.
That concept, why this, when this concept is helpful, it looks like very easy, but why this concept will be helpful when we are writing a procedures and functions, and the data coming from different jobs, and data go to insert to another table. At that time, it gives this type of errors, and that we are able to know that concept that हाँ पहली class में पढ़ा था. that
Acha.
when you come to my family, you to become my culture. So what parameter is passing into input parameter in the procedure function, same parameter will go and insert the data into the table. ये जो
Perfect.
concept है ना, ये बहुत help करते हैं.
Okay. Thanks, Vishal.
The
Thanks for
reason is
the
I'm telling you,
comments.
30% of your interview question based on the concept.
Mhm.
30% question based on the concept. अगर आपका concept clear है, you can solve all the problems. I worked in a service-based company, but I worked all the product-based companies interview I cracked. How? It's not like I'm very intelligent. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. I'm just like you all. But I know how to crack. It's just about a game. Chuck the India देखी है सबने. मैं always give example. Chuck the India देखी है सबने. देखी होगी सबने. और किसने देखी नहीं हो भाई तो क्लास छोड़ देना. Right? Chuck the India सबने देखी होगी. Right? Kabir Khan, right? What he said? If you play your best 70 minutes of hockey, no one will defeat you. Same thing. If you know how to give your 50-minute best, you have to force the next class. Tomorrow class will discuss about so many new tricks at how to give interviews. Tomorrow class will discuss so many new tricks. If you know how, you have to force the interviewer to ask me this question. That is what you all have to do, everybody. Okay. Okay, that's it. So any other question? Next person.
Sir, are you
Ramo,
going to
ask
go?
your question.
Sir, are you going